Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Julia Royston. And I know I've introduced myself as many times, many different ways, but as a rebrand, refocus, reintroduce, it's Sunday Mornings with Julia Royston. And I trust that you're doing well this Sunday morning because this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice, we shall sing, and we shall be glad in it. Don't worry about the rebrand. The message is still the same. Jesus Christ is Lord. So, if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area at all, you know for the next 2 months that we are trafficked out. The traffic is crazy. You're having to um, think how early you leave, when you have to arrive, when your appointment is, and God forbid an accident happen. And so the other morning I had to do take my mother for doctor's appointments, and she lives about 20 minutes from me, but I left a little bit earlier, check on everything, double check, whatever. And so as I was going, and I'm always prayerful and that God lead me and direct me and guide me. And the worst part about it, well, the best part about it, I had left early and I wasn't running late. I don't like to be late. And the other part of it though is that it was raining. And so now you got traffic being rerouted because a part of 65 is closed. So if you're coming to Louisville in the next couple months, know that it's a lot of detours and a lot of rerouting. And if you don't know the back roads, you'll learn them. And it was raining. And so you add that's normal. If everything's open, that can be a problem. But this day, I going around 265, because that's the connector and it goes all the way around Indiana and Kentucky. I got to almost the right before my exit. 3 vehicles had collided. One actually was turning, coming backwards the other way. So I'm like, oh Lord. And so we all start putting on flashers. We all start slowing down. And because that part of 265 is 65, and most people are pushing it to 70 and 75. So I can see how that happened, but I realized somebody didn't yield, or somebody didn't see somebody else to be able to yield. And there was somebody who was right behind them trying to get over. So I had enough time, and behind me was safe. I said, you come on, and so you can go and get out of the way, because you're not going to go anywhere for a while because the police is coming. But I'm like, somebody didn't yield. Somebody didn't see. Somebody didn't pay attention. They could have been on their phone, but they didn't yield. And it was a major crash. It was a major accident, and it slowed up everything behind it, because that's a 3 lanes. People are trying to avoid going downtown, doing other things, taking the loop around, coming in the back way. But because someone didn't yield, it caused a major wreck and major pileup. At my home church, we used to Wednesday night sing hymns. So the very popular hymns I know a lot. Now I've been introduced to some ones that are not real mainstream popular. But one of the ones we used to sing often was Yield Not to Temptation. Yield not to temptation, for yielding is sin. Each victory will help you some other to win. I used to think that was soul winning, but it could be in soul winning, but it also meant it was going to be coming another temptation. So you could win that one because you didn't yield before. So to me, I haven't, as I say, I've done my hymn research, the background of it, but it is taken right from scripture, Romans 6:13. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness. So that covers a multitude of sins, not just the big ones that we talk about often or that are preached about, but yield being an instrument, being even used, like somebody's doing a crime, but you're the accessory to it because you drove the car or you held the light or whatever that looks like. Don't even yield if it looks like it's not the right thing and it's lending itself to sin, don't participate. Don't yield yourself. Just like those cars didn't yield and they had a crash. Don't give in to it. Don't go there. Don't be a part of that. But what you do want to yield yourself to is to be an instrument of righteousness unto God, to be something that God, a vessel of honor used of God. Now, everybody gets into titles. Where do you go and all that? Mm-mm. But this does not say the scripture does not say, now, if you're a part of this family, you go to this church, you live in this part of the city. No. It says, yield yourselves unto God as instruments of righteousness. Lord, use me for your glory. Use me to give you glory and honor, but to also bless someone else, to help somebody else. And if it's not going to yield itself for your glory, your honor, for your benefit to drive, I often say that marketing promotion, it's not driving traffic back to you, I'm good. So number one, we need to be yielded to God. That's number one. That's always number one. And most of the time there is always it may be a situation where you're angry or you want to get revenge but you have to say, okay, if I be still, you'll fight for me. But if I try to fight my own battles, it could be a big old mess, like that accident was the other day. But so, number one, yielded to God. Number two, the alternative is yielded to sin. And there's a high price for that. And sometimes the high price for taking a shortcut, I'm going to get an easy route. I'm going to get over. I'm going to do something different. Oh, no. The easy way is not always the best way. The easy way, the shortcut in business is not always the best. Now, creating systems and strategies to make streamline your business and make that easier. But some people don't want to go through the process. And then when it's time to be on the big stage, they don't have the answers. They don't have the questions. They got the questions, I'm sorry, but they don't have the answers because they haven't been through that process. That's the reason why in big business, if you're getting ready to roll out a project or a product, it's years of product and development. It's years of research. And even after that, it still may not come out right. But at least you've done your homework. At least you asked the right questions. So yielding to the easy way out, girl, no. No. We won't get caught. I will. Because God is going to make an example out of me. He'll make an example out of me. And I'm like, you can get away with it, but I know I can't. At 63 years old, at 13, I knew I couldn't. At 16, at 21, no. Y'all can get away with stuff, but I knew what I couldn't get away with. Not only my parents taught me, I had the fear of God myself. So there's still some things. There's a line I won't cross. Heaven is still real. Eternity is too long. God is too good. There's a price for it. And the price is your soul, and you don't want that because that never dies. You're going to get a new body or whatever, but the people in hell's going to get a new body, and so the people in the heaven going to get a new body. Yeah, the alternative. And then yield the right of way. Now, the accident, that meant somebody didn't yield. When I was taught to drive at 16, they said, okay, stop, yield, look, because you don't have the right of way. You don't have the right of way. And until the coast is clear, you may be yielded, paused, stopped for a minute because they have the right of way and you don't. It's not a full stop sign. It's not the four-way stop. But a yield means you're going to pause and look back or pause, look to the side and see who's coming. Because you don't have you don't have the right of way. Now, some people do it and say, I think I can beat them. And they go on out there. But, if a police was there, they would stop you because you didn't yield. You didn't pause. You didn't stop. You didn't look back. You didn't do none of that thing. It's amazing drivers don't have whiplash as much as we have to look to the left and right and look back. But you don't have the right of way. And that's how accidents happen. That's how bad decisions happen. because you tried to get in front of somebody else. You tried to go ahead of the system. You know, it was 5-step system. It's like trying to write a dissertation that's 5 chapters and you only want to do 1 through 3. 4 and 5. No, no. The process is all 5 chapters. For you, even if you have additional, like I had 2 masters, so the process was shorter for me because I had additional research and but other people, it is 4 years. Some people, it may be even 5. But you didn't have the right of way. You wanted to shortcut it, and you could, as they say, blow up your life. Some of you are yielding to people, they don't have the right of way. You should have been out there. You should have put on the gas. You should have started the business. You should have started writing the book. You had the idea rolling around in your head. You don't even have notes. I got notes on the backs of bills and notebooks and all of that. Just start. Start. Think about the certification. If you see the handwriting on the wall, the big yield sign, that's saying, uh-oh, something's getting ready to happen. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Who moved my cheese? The department's going, where are we changing this? Yeah. You immediately need to start looking at your world and realizing, okay, wait a minute. What is happening? So sometimes, yes, you're yielded to God. And sometimes you're avoiding yielding your members to sin. Because some sins are not right for you. That's not the 7 sins. No. Some things are sin to you. Not loving, not giving, it's not the big ones we always think, the adultery and fornication. Some things are sin to you just because all disobedience is sin. So if he told you to do something, you didn't do it, you're in sin. So it don't matter how long the skirt is, no matter how good looking the tie is and the suit is. Right. I'm going to come on out of that. The right of way. You have the right of way. God's given you the green light and you still haven't done it. And then finally, yield to produce. Then shall the earth yield her increase. Some of you haven't put the seed in the ground yet. It's now time. This season that I'm recording this is when people are planting. Oh, I put out my flowers. Oh, you see how pretty they are. Oh, but they got to water them. Sometimes the Lord is doing the water, and that's a blessing. It saves. And then sometimes you're in the desert, you got to do the watering to produce. What are you going to produce? If you put seed in the ground and you water it and you continue to care for it and weed it and all that, it'll produce. It'll bring up something. There'll be a harvest later. But some people, there's nothing to yield. There's nothing to produce. There's nothing to, you haven't put no seed in the ground. You haven't started. You don't know whether it's going to work or not because you didn't even try. You didn't even go for it. What you don't want. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You don't want to do, I don't want to, I don't know how to do that. Well, with all the online free stuff, all the YouTube channels and all the AI that's out there, look, it'll walk you through step by step. Brian's AI, it actually talks to him. What did you do first? It talks back. Yeah, it's a little creepy, but it is what it is. It's a tool. It's a resource so that you can produce, so that you can, make something happen for yourself. And when it's all said and done, you don't have the, somebody told me, and I do not want that testimony. I do not want that to say, and I thought about it. Now some things are out of season. Trying to eat a good watermelon in January is not good. The hothouse watermelons might work for you, and juice and all that kind of stuff, and artificial stuff. But to get a good watermelon, the season is July. The season is the height of summer when they've been on the vine and ripening. Some things you trying to get yield increases not even in your season. You haven't even trained for it. You haven't been mentored for it. You haven't been coached for it. You haven't been in enough school for it. You just look good. And you could talk the basics, but when it's time to take a deep dive, we know no, because there's too many questions you don't know. There's too many questions that are like, yeah, because you didn't want to study. You didn't want to do the work. You didn't want to put in the time. Yield. Some of you may even have to yield your calendar. It's too full. Got too much stuff on it. And I'm guilty of that, because I got the appointments. Yeah, I can meet you. And then all of a sudden, God will have people cancel. Now, my ego gets in there. Then I realize, I needed a nap this afternoon. I had too much on. I said, God, you did. Jesus take the wheel. Jesus take the calendar sometimes. Sometimes you have to yield your life. You have to. I tell authors all the time, look at your life first before you embark on this. Okay, how is your life set up? That's the reason why I talk to you. After 18 years, I get excited about your book. I get excited about the opportunity. I'm a for-profit company, so I get excited about that. But right now, after 18 years and so many books and so many situations, I'm slower. I move slower. So let's talk. Let's have a conversation first. Yeah, I'm not going to lie and say I don't need the money, and I got stuff, and I got goals, and I got taxes, and I got all that. But hold on, slow down, because God can give me another idea. I because it may be out of season for you. It may not be the right time. There may be some other things you need to do first. So yield. Yield your members as an instrument of God and righteousness. That's all I got. That's all he said. So you can live your best life, coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right there on envision-radio.com. And the Book Business Boss Show. Oh, I always do this. It's there on Live Your Best Life. Also, the replays are Live Your Best Life with Royston.com. So visit there for the replays. Also, the Book Business Boss Show, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Book Business Boss Podcast.com is where the replays are held. Visit all these websites. That's where all my information is. BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, Royston Children Bookstore for the children's books, and Royston Royal Bookstore for the adult books, and RoystonTrainingAcademy.com for a class coming up June 18. Write that book now. Register at RoystonTrainingAcademy.com. You still have an opportunity to donate, support, purchase, so that we can support underserved, underrepresented audiences and clientele, as well as partner with other nonprofits via bkroystonfoundation.org. bkroystonfoundation.org is actually 6 years old. And so June is the celebration month for BK Royston Foundation. And so if you need a tax write-off, if you have a clientele that you serve, that literacy is important to you, and you need to partner with a nonprofit that is into literacy, listen, go to bkroystonfoundation.org, and then you can always schedule a conversation at talkwithroyston.com. That's the reason why I have it general. It's not just for publishing, it's for everything else. So I always say, how can I help you? And where are we at, and how can I help you? So go to talkwithroyston.com and let's have a conversation. And let's talk about how we can best serve the needs of your community, as well as the mission and initiatives of the nonprofit. Now, I have the online stores and places that you can purchase my latest books, as well as Our Fathers, the anthology, 15 authors telling their stories about their fathers just in time for Father's Day. And so, and beyond, because we're going to be selling this book. It's long term, because we want to honor fathers and father figures. Our Fathers, purchase it at RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. And the 3-set plant water increase is available for order too as well. This is 63 devotionals. So you got an opportunity for one a week, one a month, so that you can best plants, water, and increase. Yeah, that's the devotional series for this year. I don't know what God's gonna say for 2027, but I'll be excited and ready for whatever He says. To purchase Julia Royston books in Greensboro, North Carolina, visit the Next Chapter bookstore and gift shop inside Ben's Boys, located at 2711 Grandview Avenue in Greensboro, North Carolina. You can also purchase books, bookshop.org/shop and /Next Chapter bookstore gift shop. My books that are in that bookstore are write, publish, and promote. So if you're in the area and you say, I don't know how to get started, Julia, how do you do it? I got the set right there for you. As well as Sankofa Center and Bookstore, Bates Memorial Church, 620 Lambton Street in Louisville, Kentucky. So they also have the Our Fathers anthology. It's in the store. So if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, Bates Memorial Bookstore, check in with Miss Jamie Keith. She has that book inside that bookstore, as well as many more, as well as some other authors, not only from Bates Memorial, but Dr. Williams's book and many, many more. So visit there. There are faith-based inspirational books from children to adults. So visit there too as well. As well as When I See Me Children's Book Fair and whenISeeMe.com, which is a nonprofit for literacy as well. So that's the reason why I partner with Ms. Valerie Lewis Coleman. But the big book fair is coming up July 25th, Dayton, Ohio. She's still got 1 or 2 spots open. So if you are a children's book author, please reach out to her at her website, whenISeeMe.com. She's on the road too as well. She was in Baltimore and then she's in Columbus today. So if you're in the Columbus area, visit her at the public library. So go to whenISeeMe.com. She's also on Facebook. The Amazing Corner, theamazingcorner.com is an online bookstore and mobile book fair. Visit theamazingcorner.com to see where they are. They travel with books. They have the Terrence the Terrific series, as well as the Creative series. Jalen, Jackie, and London. So they have that series. That's what they have. As well as, of course, just in time for Father's Day, the Our Fathers, Love, Life, and Legacy. Of course, also, if you have written a book, gonna write a book, be sure and go to talkwithroyston.com. Let's schedule a conversation. And also, where in the world are Julia and Brian going to be? So Thursday night, June 18th, is where we'll be online. So if you're ready to write that book now, visit there. And then on June 20th, we'll be in Indianapolis at Madam C.J. Walker Block Party. And so super excited about that too as well. And then coming up after that is July the 11th, Shop Black Business, Chicago. So looking forward to that. If you are a business owner and you're in and around and can get to the Chicago area, the cutoff for registering to be a vendor at Shop Black Business, which is right downtown on Lakeshore Drive, Burnham Park is where we're going to be. So July 11th, Chicago, let's go. Let's go get some. After that, we'll go to Navy Pier and get some popcorn and all that good stuff. So also, the month is still going on. The year is still moving. Review, prepare, execute, repeat. Free download of the free checklist or purchase the book and course at JuliaAKRoyston.com. JuliaAKRoyston.com. And last thing is, I got a lot of announcements today. Okay, so news, social media. I don't know what this does. The kids is on it, so I'm going to be on it. So find me on Threads, which is connected to Instagram, and find me on Lemonade, which is connected to TikTok. Now, I still have TikTok, Julia A. Royston. I'm on Threads, Julia A. Royston. I'm on Instagram, Julia A. Royston. So Julia A. Royston, you'll be able to find me. So if you're on Threads and Lemonade, show me how to do it. Follow me. I'm only following 3 people. I got 80, almost 100 people follow me. I'm like, I don't even know what this does. They found me. They follow me. Thank you. So find me on my new social media, Threads and Lemonade. So you all be blessed for a wonderful rest of the week and then wonderful rest of the day. I'm Dr. Julia Royston. This has been Sunday Mornings with Julia Royston. Until next time, be blessed. Live your best life. Bye-bye.